It looks absolutely great. It's perfect. So we're getting really close to finishing up this frame. We still got a few more pieces coming in, then we can start throwing together the radiator support, the lower support, all the radiators and stuff, and then this front end will be ready. But before we get started, I got one thing I gotta do. Alright guys, what y'all think? Hell yeah? Yes? No? But for real guys, let's get back to work. Let's start grinding this frame, get it ready for some paint, and then we can go ahead and start piecing this thing together. And man, that front end is gonna come quicker than you know it.
What is up guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to like and subscribe because we got a ton of awesome content on the way. So we're gonna start stripping this front end back apart. We're gonna take off this air box, this intercooler, and get in here, make them welds perfectly smooth. That way we can get it ready for paint, get it all painted up, make it look OEM. That way we can go ahead and start throwing everything back together.
What do you guys think about a cold air intake on this thing? I think it'll sound really good. It might get that supercharger to whine a little bit more, but the stock one's pretty good, but it'd be awesome to get an aftermarket cold air, make this thing rip.
See how it takes in air from the headlight right there directly?
I wonder if aftermarket does that.
I guess it's just open right here, or maybe it comes with a special.
Or it just blows completely through and all the way to the cold air.
Hey, what about a carbon fiber one? You know we're about that carbon fiber. So let us know in the comment section down below what you think, what we got to go through. Maybe do we have to tune it? Do you think we got to tune it? If we
I don't know.
That sucker right there is just gonna purr, rip, everything in between. That's plenty of horsepower right there, but we just want to open it up, maybe give it a better supercharger whine and give it some better performance. But we're gonna go ahead and keep on working here, peel these wires back, and as you can see, we can get in there a lot better now.
So I'm gonna go get my grinder. I'm gonna put a flap disc on it, whatever I need to put on there to get that pretty smooth, so I can go ahead and put a little bit of glazing putty on it, sand it down, make that look smooth just like this side, and then we're gonna spray that sucker in and it's gonna look OEM. Alright, before I keep grinding, there is some spots that we did not finish off welding because it was late. He basically just tacked it in for us all the way around. There's still a few more spots that I want to go ahead and finish off welding, get it perfectly right, and get everything grinded off and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the welder and finish it off. Some of you guys don't know that we already set this up for aluminum welding. So I'm gonna swap this gas over to oxygen because this is argon. You need argon for aluminum welding. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap this tank and take this spool gun off and put the little MIG welder back on there. So we're gonna go ahead and quickly swap everything over and start welding. Alright guys, so we got the gas swapped over to oxygen. We got the wire spooled through the gun and we're ready to weld. So I just finished up the welds, throw a flat disc on there, probably an 80 grit I think that's on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth everything out and then jump on the other side.
How's it looking?
It's looking great. I'm almost done. Just got to change my disc over because there's a hard reach area. And I want to go ahead and get it and then move on to the other side and we should be good.
But this side is just going down smooth, man. All right, so we got this side nice and smooth. Now moving on to this side over here. Alright, so now that we're done grinding, he's going to go ahead and prep some glazing putty and try to make this look as original as possible. We're going to go ahead and throw a thin layer over it, and then we're going to sand it, and then we're going to prep it for some paint by sanding this whole rebar, everything that's pretty much red, and then a little bit further onto the original frame rail. That way it blends in and it looks OEM original. I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of saying that.
Before I continue, I want to go ahead and use my little belt sander to get to the hard to reach spaces like up under here where the grinder can't really reach. So I want to go ahead and sand it down under there, and then we'll start applying some glazing putty. Alright guys, so I just blew everything off with this air blower. It's really nice and clean right now, all the little metal shavings and stuff. Now I'm going to use the good old wax and grease remover, all this sanded areas and stuff. Clean that all off because there is some, you know, brake fluid, whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and wax and grease remove everything, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this icing, glazing putty, whatever you want to call it, and smooth it over everything on both sides. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. Then I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down, and we're gonna get this thing looking sharp. So I applied a thin coat everywhere. It looks really good. I do need to mix a little bit more because I did run out. You put some right here and some over here a little bit. But other than that, it's looking really great. There's not much Bondo needed over here because it's not like bent or anything. It's just I'm putting a layer on there, so it's just perfectly smooth when we sand it. So it's not lumpy and whatnot. So it's just like OEM, just like this side. You know, I want it smooth just like that. So it's all the way smooth, uniform, all the way down. It's gonna look like it hasn't even been touched when we're done with it. And that's the look that we're going for.
Like nothing even happened, man.
Nothing even happened, yep.
New shirt design. I'm just coming up with new shirt designs as we work.
So I'm gonna go ahead and mix a little bit more, finish it off, and then we'll start sanding.
All right, so the Bondo is officially dry. It took like maybe 20-30 minutes to dry.
Yeah, really not fast. Long. It dries pretty quick. Now I'm gonna use some 180 grit on this little block right here and smooth everything out, get it as smooth as possible, and then maybe throw some paint. Well, first a little bit primer, as you know the process. We're just gonna go through the painting process, primer, everything else. But let's go ahead and sand it. But before we start sanding, we want to stay healthy, so make sure you put your mask on, especially working with any small particles like dust and stuff. You want to stay healthy.
All right, there you have it. There's a thin layer of glazing putty. That's glazing putty, right? Now,
yeah, glazing putty.
Looks really smooth, nice and even everywhere. Looks almost factory, pretty much. Looks factory, actually.
Well, yeah, when we're done with it.
When we're done with it, yeah, just
primer, some paint.
Exactly. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go to the store and pick up some
etching primer,
some black paint, or we probably got
the paint. We just need the etching primer, but we need to first scuff this
everything.
frame rail, this support right here, and we need to go ahead and remove these little end brackets. This is what holds the bumper. We got some new ones from the dealer coming in, so we can go ahead and remove this, scuff it all, wax and grease remove it, prime it, and then we'll be ready for some paint.
What we're gonna do is get some primer, some actual gray primer where it's gonna seal everything, make sure there's no rust that gets in there or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna use some of this green colored etching primer, which is gonna make it look factory. And then we're gonna pretty much mist some black paint on it. As you can see here, how it's misted on there. This is all factory work here. And it's just pretty much.
The only black that we're gonna need to paint is just like a tiny bit over here.
Yeah.
And over
just kind of mist it in pretty much.
And then in the front of this frame rail, because the rest of this car has this etching primer right
etching
here.
Primer, and then just very lightly misted on paint.
You gotta make it look OEM. You gotta think like they did over
like
at
the factory.
You know?
Yep.
So we took them end pieces off, but before we start, we're gonna run to the store, grab some etching primer, and grab some food while we're at it.
All right, so we just got some etching primer at O'Reilly's there, and now we're gonna get some wings here at Wingstown, and we'll catch you guys back at the house.
So we got our primer and our etching primer right here. So we're about to throw some of this gray filler primer on all the Bondo stuff, and then this green etching primer over everything to match like the original finish. You see how it's kind of like a green, darkish green, same type of color right here. We want to go ahead and match it up, look OEM. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, but first we're gonna scuff everything, get it all scuffed down, and then we're gonna wax and grease remove it, and then throw it on. So let's do it. So we got all the surfaces that we're gonna be painting all scuffed down, ready to go. First of all, hit it with some wax and grease remover, get it all cleaned up. Then we're gonna throw some paper around the engine and everything else that's not gonna get painted. So let's get started.
All right, so we got it all wax and grease removed. It is ready to get sprayed in. Also, we went ahead and threw some paper along the edges there where we don't want any overspray. We got some there and there, and that's about it. The rest is just gonna be some aim, man. You got that aim?
Yep, I got it. Not that big of a deal. Stuff is going black right afterwards, so.
Right, okay, so first is the gray primer, the filler primer. And we're just gonna throw it over all the bare metals and all the little bodywork of the Bondo.
Yeah, just the Bondo. So I just finished using this filler. Now we're gonna use this etching primer.
Check this out, guys, man. That just looks absolutely amazing. Matches up the factory primer here. Look at that. I mean, you just can't tell the difference, and you just can't get any better than that. I mean, we got that all primed in. Let me show you guys this way. Looks great. This looks absolutely amazing. Looks like factory. Dude, it's just looking great. Next, we set this paint in the sun. This is pretty much what you want to do with any spray rattle can. Set in the sun for a little bit, a couple minutes, and then you're gonna shake it really good. Then we're gonna throw down the black paint. Just gonna mist it on there.
Yeah, just gonna mist it. We don't want to go ahead and connect the gun, mix paint up, because it is just misted on there.
As you can see,
it just misted on there. We want to get that factory OEM look, you know, not too much paint. So if somebody's like, wow, why is that painted crazy, you know?
Yeah.
We wanted to get it to look exactly like it did out the factory. So, you know, that's what we're all about, you know, the precision.
That's
OEM.
That's where that almost OEM comes from. I know we say it a lot, but you can see it in our work here that we like to quality over quantity for sure. So
yes, quality, always quality.
We want to have that quality look, and as you can see there, it's turning out pretty good. Dirty here,
very dirty too.
Same thing there. We're still gonna touch it up if we need to, but
it looks exactly the same.
For the most part, look at that. Looks pretty dang good. Just like misted on there, really light. Look at that. Look at that. That's factory right there for you guys. See? It's just really dirty right there, but once this gets a little bit dirty, no, I'm just kidding. It's gonna look exactly the same, but
yeah, that's exactly how it looks in factory. And
pretty much.
We put it exactly back where it was before it was wrecked.
Hey,
so.
like nothing even happened, man.
Nothing even happened.
Like nothing even happened up here, so don't mind the truck back there. It's just getting a brake job. That's why we got it like that. But
next step is to do the radiator support. We're gonna have to throw all that on, line everything up, and then we're gonna have to go through our condensers, our radiators. We're gonna have to go get them things checked. We know the condenser is bad for the AC unit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go ahead and probably go to the junkyard, pick one up, or you know, order a new one. Just depends on what the price is. Before we throw like the radiator on and stuff, we're gonna have to go ahead and take it to Duffy's, our good friends over there. Get them to check it, leak test it.
Get them to dip it.
Yeah, dip it, because we don't know if it's bad, because it did leak out all the fluid at the auction, so we don't know where it leaked from. So it's gonna be a good thing to go ahead and get it checked. Our belts are off too. We had to take that off.
We just took one belt off for like
one belt, the drive belt. That's the supercharger belt.
That supercharger belt. We left that on. I know. Look at that. That thing is fat.
How do you take these pulleys off?
Dude, I don't know.
Is this a cap or something?
I think so. I've never had anything supercharged before the Corvette.
Like the Corvette is like all like tucked away, all like
nice and slim.
Nice and slim. You know, just like what a Corvette C7 is. You know, nice and neat. But this thing is just a straight drag monster.
Yeah, this right here is a muscle car. So I meant to mention this right here.
The tires.
Yeah, this happened from the auction. It was rubbing up against something right here since the frame rail was bent and there was like some brackets.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of tires we should go with, because these kind of suck.
Those are like all-terrains. Yeah. Let me see what brand these are.
Pirellis.
These are Pirellis. That's a good brand.
It's a good brand, but I don't know if these are the good brand for this car.
Wait, I wonder if the rears are the same. I didn't. Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna roast these suckers off, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna roast them off because we're gonna need to get some sticky tires.
Yeah, we definitely need some stickies.
Maybe some wider tires.
Yeah,
like bend over the rim, you know,
wider,
some wider ones, some stickier ones.
Wider right there. Yeah. I don't know what could make it wider. Yeah. Those tires are gonna probably go. We're gonna get new tires. We're probably gonna stay with the rims unless we find a sick pair of.
Unless we can work something out and get a sick pair of rims. I mean, sick pair of wheels.
Yeah.
I do love these wheels though.
They look sick.
They look really good. I'm not gonna lie. The SRT wheels.
I do like the look. It shows the Brembos really nice.
Yeah, the 5-spoke, man, it makes the brakes stand out a lot better.
But we will probably have to repaint them because they are scuffed up pretty much all over.
Yeah, but I do like the satin finish on them.
Yeah, the satin. That's what I'm saying. We can go with the satin finish on them also.
We can go with high gloss. You never know.
Let us know in the comment section, you know.
Yeah, comment that below. High gloss or satin? What do you think it's going to look better? Give them a shot at this satin. Yeah, it's a little bit dirty, but...
The satin is pretty sick right there. But as you can see there, scuffed there. Moving on to the inside right quick. Yeah. We've been searching and searching and searching and searching for a dash, but it's very hard to come across. The dealer...
If they can get one, it's a dash panel. They're really high priced over there.
Yeah.
They're really high priced. We're looking to get a used one because there is a few companies out there that do sell used parts for these things. So if anybody knows where we can get us a used dash panel, the top part,
anything,
that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Anything from 15 and
Yeah,
up.
15 and up have the exact same dash.
Any 15 and up Challenger.
Yeah, it don't matter. It can be a
stock
standard base Challenger. I mean, they're all black.
Yeah.
So. I don't think the airbag comes with the dash. You think it comes with the dash?
No, we didn't have to buy that separately too. And also that airbag in there, very hard to find.
Yes, because of the SRT, you know.
Yeah, you
the
gotta
standard.
have that SRT.
Yeah, the standard Challenger just says Challenger right there.
we need that
want
SRT.
it to say SRT.
I wonder if they can custom make one that has like a Hellcat or a kitty on there.
That'd be awesome.
What if we custom made one where Thomas's face is on there?
Yeah, that'd be some crazy stuff right there.
No, I'm just kidding. This would look sick.
And I even seen Hellcats that the seats just say SRT. They don't even have this little Hellcat on it.
So this is a little special edition right here.
I heard it's pretty rare to find
the red interior.
Yeah, red interior on all black cars. So.
Dude, that is so sick.
Red interior is pretty hard on
right
Hellcats.
This definitely makes it pop. This is like one of the highest models I guess you can get with the Harman card.
I love them speakers, dude.
Dude, this thing is bumping.
Insane.
This thing is bumping. Got the keyless entry, of course. Just going over some of the stuff that we might have missed.
Yeah, we're just going over through some stuff that we might need to order. We're gonna see if you guys can help us search for that dash because we really need it.
Hey man, you guys are helping us too, so
yeah,
we're not.
You guys help build this car too.
We never build these alone. You guys are right there helping us out. We learn from you guys. You guys
always giving us tips.
Hey man, I don't know what we would do without you guys.
Some of them comments. So.
Shoot, I read them all.
That is a wrap for this frame job. It is looking great, almost OEM. So this is gonna allow us to put this whole entire front end together. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Turn on your post notifications because we got some awesome stuff coming to the channel. And if you haven't, follow us on Instagram to get the inside scoop of what's coming before YouTube at Goon Squad. And also go to goonsquad.com and cop you some merch. Get you a shirt if you want. If you'd like to support our channel, check out the links down below. All the help is much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. And we got a lot of awesome new exciting stuff coming your way. So guys, be sure to stay tuned. Peace.